Hey y'all. Okay, so I was just thinking, I just posted a picture of me and my baby 4 years ago on Halloween. And at the time I was living with my mom. I had been out of my relationship for maybe, let's see, it's like maybe like 2-3 months. I was fresh out of my relationship after 5 years. And after that, for about a good 3 years, I was homeless. Even though I like moved to Louisiana, like it's still, and if I'm being completely honest, and I had this conversation with my wife, so I'm okay with sharing, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind either. Because I had just got to Louisiana, we had got married and wasn't even married for a full year before I had to leave. So I didn't quite get settled in. So I kind of still felt like homeless. Had I stayed long enough for my name to go on the lease and everything, then, wouldn't have felt that way. But for 3 years, I was homeless. I lived with family, and that was tough for me because I had finally got my own place, and no, not finally got my own place. I had my own place for a minute, and then I decided to, in the name of Swerve, I moved with my son's dad, and I moved in with his family, and then that didn't work out because during COVID, the height of COVID, he was like, you gotta go. Like, never mind the fact that I only lived by myself in my own space before I met him for maybe like a year. And then I allowed him to come in my space and take over my space for all of that time. And then I move in with you and your family. And then during COVID, the height of COVID, you tell me I have to leave. So I left and I stayed with my mom. And then eventually I stayed with my cousin. I moved to Louisiana, had to come back because it was in the best interest of my son. And I lived with another family member. And so for like about 3 years, my name wasn't on no lease. And I was just bouncing back and forth, living out of my car sometimes just to get it together, And, now I'm straight. Now I'm good. I'm in my own space, my baby in his own space, me and my wife under the same roof. It's been a year that we lived there. And I kind of waited to like share this only because I just wanted to take it all in. And I don't know, like lately, now that like, I'm a little like I peep shit. Like I just try to be mindful about what I share because everybody's not going to be happy for you. But I'm also learning like what's for me is for me. Like this is my journey. Like I bust my ass to get back into this space. Like, yeah, man. And just that, looking at that picture of me and my baby on Halloween when he was little, and we had to like pack up our shit because his dad was like, yeah, you could leave.